Now, Friday Night Blitz Preseason Special, presented by Abby's Legendary Pizza.
Welcome to a new season of Friday Night Blitz. It feels so great to be back at this desk talking some high school football.
It really does. We're so excited to be back. It's a new season and anything can happen. It's going to be a great one.
Well, before the official season kicks off, I say we give a little preview into the 28 high schools we cover across Southern Oregon and Northern California.
We've got a lot to cover, so let's dive in, starting with 6A and the North Medford Black Tornado.
North Medford is coming off of a 6-1 league record and a 6-4 overall record.
The Black Tornado graduated a large group of seniors last year along with their starting quarterback, Caden Lacey.
But the roster still includes some big names who are looking to make an impact early in the season, including AJ Pugliano, Terrell Kim, and Trey Kennedy Coleman.
You know, the focus has to be about us, right? About our team and what we do and how we handle situations. And if we worked on that all the way through the off season, all the way through the summer, is really about building team chemistry. If our team chemistry and what we do when we play for one another even more, the opportunities at the end of season will come for us, you know. And so right now it's been focused about us and the day-to-day.
As for South Medford, the Panthers are going to need to stay consistent through the season and throughout the stretch of the whole season.
The Panthers are coming off of a 4-3, 6-4 record with new faces to add to the starting lineup, including a new starting quarterback who we saw got a few snaps off last season.
And reigning state champion running back from Cascade Christian, Cameron Ragu.
We didn't finish the way we wanted. So that's kind of a mantra this year. You know, let's start fast, but let's finish fast. You know, let's don't, you know, we don't want to go through what we did last year. That was not a good feeling, not a good ending. And, you know, we'll take a winning season anytime playing a 6A schedule, but it just didn't end right. Ball's a preparation sport, and they're tired of preparing. They want to get out and play.
The Grants Pass Cavemen also went 6-4 last season. Over the offseason, the team graduated 13 seniors who all played key roles on offense.
And with a large sophomore class, second-year head coach Brad Page said his team is focusing on playing week in and week out at a high caliber, getting on defense quick and working each week to get better.
Had a really intensive offseason, and so these kids, we have a younger team probably compared to last year, but we have a really solid senior class, junior class, and our sophomore class is huge, and so some of those guys are getting real reps right now. That's mentality, you know, just progressing every single day. One of our themes for the year is having a championship caliber mentality, and so everything we do is at a higher level. And
all right, Peyton, that wraps up 6A. It'll be a tough conference this season without a doubt.
Right, it will. But let's head into 5A now. From new coaches to continuing to build off a great season, we might have two new teams in 5A, but they're looking to be powerful this season.
Starting off with Eagle Point.
The Eagles have always had a solid team, but this year will be no different.
It was another 6-4 season for Eagle Point, but the Eagles are coming into their 2023 season with their quarterback, Brian Livingston.
The only question for Eagle Point this year is who will be the target after losing a key running back in David Brown.
But head coach Eric Johnson said the legacy Brown left on the field will fuel others to make an impact this season.
One play at a time, one day at a time, and just do what we can control, and that's what we preach all the time. We're a closer unit than we have been in the past, and our senior leadership has really taken a role this year. A lot of other coaches on the field, so that helps.
And the Crater Comets struggled to hit the ground running last year, finishing 2-5 in league and 3-6 overall. But it's a fresh start for Crater this season.
The Comets welcomed in new head coach Seth Wambach after former head coach Burke Brown took the head coaching position at SOU. So Coach Wambach will be bringing new ideas and brand new playbook for the Comets this season.
We've had an opportunity to do a lot of stuff this summer with the kids from summer camp and all our mini camp stuff. They've worked extremely hard, and just looking forward to taking over from where Coach Brown left off. And things that we talk about every day is our effort, our attitude, and our toughness. I mean, those three things we can control on a daily basis, and we coach the heck out of that. So we expect that from them every day at every practice, every weightlifting session in the classroom. If they can continue to do those things, we can take that step from good to great.
And that wraps up 6A and 5A. Stick around because coming up, we'll dive into the 4A conference. Plus, take a look at what's ahead for our 3A teams. You're watching Friday Night Blitz Preseason Special.
Friday Night Blitz, presented by Abby's Legendary Pizza.
This is Grace, and this is her world record-holding guinea pig with an iconic name, Abby.
She currently holds the Guinness World Record for the highest bar jump by a guinea pig. I ride horses and I jump, so I kind of thought it'd be interesting to teach my guinea pig to jump like my horse does.
One day she came out of her room and looked at us, and I said, "Did you get it?" And she said, "Yeah, we got it."
After we won our award, we came to Abby's to celebrate.
Summer won't last forever, but with a great selection of vehicles during Toyota's national sales event, there is still time to capture new memories with friends and family. Before it all flies by.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at toyota.com.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is your last chance to save big on summer's top styles. Visit your local store to shop Labor Day hot buys, all just $5.98 each while supplies last. Shop featured finds starting at only $17 per month or $9.99.99. And with summer coming to a close, you can save up to 50% on outdoor furniture. Plus, we offer special financing options for every budget. Visit your local Ashley store for the best Labor Day furniture deals. Only at Ashley in Medford and Roseburg.
Sunshine Solar is here to help you stop rising energy costs and take control of your power. We are your trusted local solar contractor with more than 16 years of experience and only use industry-leading American components like Enphase and Solarc on every installation. As Southern Oregon's premier solar installer, we take care of everything from start to finish, getting you all the incentives and rebates your home qualifies for. Call Sunshine Solar to start saving today. Let Sunshine work for you.
Now, Friday Night Blitz, Preseason Special on Newswatch 12. Presented by Abby's legendary...
Welcome back. We just previewed 6A and 5A, so let's jump into 4A play. Last season, 4A teams show that they are here to fight for those wins.
Even if it means playing until the final moments. Two teams in 4A got so close to the championship. Will they do it again this year? 'Tis the season of revenge. The Vikings fell to Scappoose by 1 point in the quarterfinals last season.
So it's all about getting back to that position, but leaving with a win.
However, Mazama head coach Vic Lee says the Vikings aren't looking far ahead into the future.
They have to take it 1 week and 1 game at a time.
You know, it's going to just be on these seniors, really. You know, they felt the disappointment of that second round loss in overtime here on our field, which, you know, we pride ourselves on being tough at home, and it just didn't happen in the second round. It's a momentum builder for us to think about last year and focus on this year and go week by week, because I think that's what we got caught up on last year, was looking past that opponent, very good opponent, and these young men know that.
The Vikings aren't the only ones looking for another shot. Henley is back and they're ready to take on the season.
The Hornets fell to Estacada by 1 point in the quarterfinals as well, so they lost some dominant seniors that helped lead the team to a 10-1 season.
Head coach Alex Stork says the way the season ended is only fueling their fire this year.
Really emotional finish to last year. Such a fun season, such a rewarding season. So many players that graduated that played such key roles on that team. I think the hunger from that close loss really motivated our guys in the off season. That combined with having 21 seniors on this year's team with a lot of experience coming back. I think that this off season really pushed our guys to train hard and prepare for this season.
And out in Grants Pass, Hidden Valley has a new face heading into this year's team.
Former Grants Pass assistant coach David Zauer took over the Mustangs in June, and ever since then, Coach Zauer is driving this program to success by establishing a culture that the Mustangs believe in.
It really just all starts with culture and getting them to understand why they're here, that it takes us all to make the one. It's a team effort, and if you buy into the culture, and pretty much this is how we do things around here, and this is our standard. Once you buy into those things, the progress and the wins are a byproduct of those kind of things.
Plymouth Union also has a new head coach. Rob Clifford is taking over the Pelicans this season.
KU has battled through a couple difficult years, struggling to get good numbers for a solid team filled with depth.
But Coach Clifford was able to come in and make a change right away, motivating the Pelicans this season to go get some wins.
We're very young, still getting a lot of kids out to come out and compete and stuff like that. But there's a lot of more kids coming out from last year, because last year we had probably only like 21 people were playing. Now we got about 36, 37, so better numbers. And I just feel, just getting these kids to compete and change their mindset here, or changing the culture, and just, committing, being accountable, like a brotherhood. And that's how I really feel about for this upcoming season.
The Grizzlies had quite a summer. Ashland football spent a week in Japan playing in the historic Pacific Rim Bowl back in July.
The game didn't go the way they had hoped, but the Grizzlies are already one step ahead of the rest of their competition.
The question is, how will that be advantageous to the performance this season?
I mean, we played a full game, special teams, got everybody in so you see what kind of depth you have. But now we're able to make adjustments based off a real game, not a jamboree or not a scrimmage. And sometimes you're doing that after week one, and that's tough. And most of the time you see your biggest growth between week one and week two. We've had our week one. I think we've got tape, experience, we dealt with adversity, all those things that you want to have a little bit of a head start on, if you can, going into the season.
Looks like it's going to be crazy yet again. Another season of some tough matchups in 4A, no doubt. But now let's dive into 3A.
Let's do it. A conference with the reigning state champions, along with teams looking to bite back this year. But starting off with the one and only. Bring in the champs. The Cascade Christian Challengers are coming off of a state title win last season.
Although the Challengers offense did take a hit as starting quarterback Keith Reed graduated and Cameron Ragu is now at South Medford, the standard remains the same for the Challengers.
Last year is last year, and you're starting from the bottom and trying to work your way up, and that's really what it is we have 10 seniors that were part of that team and played quite a bit, but it's a whole nother team, and you're just trying to find the chemistry with each kid and get them to buy in and build that cohesion as a group. Emphasis really is going to be about hard work. It's going to be about your responsibility, what's your job. It's going to be about serving one another. That's kind of where we go through with each year, and if we can get them to understand that and buy into that, they'll be successful no matter what happens.
The Crusaders at St. Mary's are starting things off with a young group of players this season.
While the Crusaders graduated a large group of key contributors to the team, there are still some familiar faces remaining that are looking to continue to lead their team.
TJ Flowers is one of them. Flowers was a key factor in St. Mary's success last season, and head coach Jamie Young said he will continue to be that guy this year.
We're going back to basics basically, and we have some good kids on this football team, and we have some kids that have played for us for the last few years. We only have 3 seniors on the team, but they've done a heck of a job for us. But we're focusing on getting our young guys into the fold and having them understand what the culture's like here and what the expectations of them are, and so far they've responded.
And sticking in 3A, we head out to Coquille, where the Red Devils finished last season with a winning record. The Red Devils won the state title in 2A in 2021.
And their head coach, David Thompson, said that while they're now in 3A, this year is the time for his team to shine.
One of the coaches who played last year said, you guys are going to be really good in 2 or 3 years. And I'm thinking we're going to be pretty good this year. We've got to develop a couple more dudes. Get some depth in our backfield, and I think we do that and a little bit of improvement on our defense, and I think we'll be sitting pretty. Looking forward to another great season to be a Red Devil.
And a new era over in Lakeview begins this season as the Honkers welcome in their new head coach, Jeff Graham.
Coach Graham told us that the team's mentality has to be at a high level with the Honkers competing in league play all schedule.
Sorry he doesn't get it done. They're a really good group of kids at Lakeview. I really like these guys. But I've had to say it a bunch. When they apologize or say my bad, it's like, sorry doesn't get it done. You can't be apologetic about it. You failed. We need to move on. That's the attitude we got to take into these conference games. Is there's no sorry. You get a chance to do it, and you have to earn it.
And over in the Kingdom, the North Valley Knights are getting prepared for a tough schedule.
The Knights are focusing on building off their 4-5 season last year, and Coach DeForest thinks the experience level his team had this year will generate more wins this season.
So basically the entire team's back.
last year really was all about just getting these guys used to varsity football. Took a little while, but they, ultimately and eventually they did get used to it, and they played much better at the end of the year. So just kind of using that as a springboard into the off season. It's a competitive league, so if we stay healthy and take care of what we can take care of, we should be pretty happy.
And the Bruins are looking to switch things up this season. Brookings Harbor is coming off a tough 2022 season.
But head coach Sean Bravo knows how tough the competition in 3A is, saying the experience of the team will help lead them into a winning record.
We've played a great league. It's a tough league, one of the best in the state at the 3A level. So we're up for the competition, and so we're hoping the ball bounces our way a little bit more this year, and with some of the experience of our young players playing freshman, sophomore on varsity, we're hoping as juniors and a little bit of seniors that will help us this year.
And out in Phoenix, the Pirates had a rough go around last year, ending their season 0-9.
But this year brings a new beginning. Phoenix welcomed in new coaching staff headed by former SUU coach Charlie Hall.
Coach Hall is bringing in 40-plus years of experience at the collegiate and high school level, putting his main focus on rebuilding and establishing a winning culture in Phoenix.
We have nowhere to go but up, and I think, we don't try to reflect too much on the past, I think I'm aware that they've had some challenging experiences, both on and off the field in this community, as you well know. And so again, trying to give these players and this community a lot of hope about the future. And I think it starts with commitment on their part. They've had a great summer. We've had great participation, 40-plus players every day been showing up to go to work, lifting weights, running, trying to learn our plays. So, now we get to put it together. And
we still have 2 more leagues to preview those teams, plus a look into our Northern California teams, all coming up next. You're watching the Friday Night Blitz preseason special.
Friday Night Blitz, presented by Abby's Legendary Pizza.
This is Grace, and this is her world record-holding guinea pig with an iconic name, Abby.
She currently holds the Guinness World Record for the highest bar jump by a guinea pig. I ride horses and I jump, so I kind of thought it'd be interesting to teach my guinea pig to jump like my horse does.
One day she came out of her room and looked at us, and I said, "Did you get it?" And she said, "Yeah, we got it."
After we won our award, we came to Abby's to celebrate.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
It's Captain Golden Cash from Southern Oregon Pond.
You may know our mascot, Captain Golden Cash, but you may not be aware of what Southern Oregon Pond really does. Helping someone who needs to loan on a ring for cash to keep the electric on, or a neighbor loaning on a firearm for fuel to get to work. We let people use valuable assets to help with short-term needs while treating them fairly and with respect. Southern Oregon Pond, let us change your view of a pawn shop.
Southern Oregon Pond's got the booty.
It's time to get excited because football is back.
The fans,
the energy, the atmosphere.
This is what we've been waiting for. Friday Night Blitz is bringing you the big hits, heated rivalries, touchdown celebrations, and more.
This is coverage you won't find anywhere else, so join us every Friday.
Newswatch 12 Sports will be there. The only question is, will you?
The Friday Night Blitz, Fridays at 11:15 p.m., presented by Abby's Legendary Pizza.
Welcome back. We just wrapped up 4A and 3A before the break. 2 more conferences remain.
Let's start with 2A. The Gold Beach Panthers kept their season alive until the quarterfinals last year when they fell to Colton.
And head coach Chris Higgins says they feel something special in the works this season.
Bringing most everybody back, and it's a mindset that I haven't witnessed yet as a head coach. The culture has gone up. We've changed, and the kids have bought in, to mine and my staff's expectations, and then I feel something special that I haven't felt in a few years before. And
our second team in 2A is the Illinois Valley Cougars. The Cougars finished the season with 2 back-to-back wins after struggling to get on their feet to start the season.
Coach Jonathan Reese believes his team is ready to hit the ground running on the road and on their home turf.
We only have 3 home games this year.
it's going to be good for us to be just road warriors and learn how to play on the road. And that's kind of like where I'm trying to get these kids to understand is if you want to go on in playoffs, you got to play on the road. So I think it's good for us to be on the road and face the adversity we're going to face. So again, getting a feel of this is football again. Okay, here we go. So these kids are bought in, it's going to be fun to watch.
Rogue River had a tough schedule last season, along with not having a large depth chart during games and practice.
Chieftains head coach Aaron Sturdivant, says he's been encouraged by the turnout and is pushing the mentality of being a team this season.
It's this idea of toughness that we keep talking about. On each one of them has on their locker, it's got their name in really small print, and then it has team coming down, and it says toughness, effort, attitude, motivation. And we keep saying that's what it means to be a team, is you've got to have these 4 things, and we need you bought into that.
Coming off of a huge state title victory last season, the Red Raiders aren't taking their victory lap anytime soon.
Lost River head coach Dennis Dulia said the win was great, but it's a new season filled with new challenges and new opportunities.
You just got to do the work. I just think that you are going to show up and be good. It doesn't matter how you finished last year. Different team, and you've got to earn the right to even be playing at the end. So obviously, we don't talk a lot about, winning the state championship or anything like that. We just talk a lot about doing the work and showing up and being committed and being responsible.
Meanwhile, Bonanza is excited to show their love for the game on the field this season after spending the summer in the weight room preparing for this year.
Head coach Kelly Grief said the turnout of his team this offseason was motivating.
The expectations are pretty high, but in the grand scheme of things, they did pretty well for, just not playing together for very long. And so, yeah, I mean, there were games we'd score a lot of points, and then there were games where we'd play really good defense. Just more consistency is kind of the point this year. So I'm just excited to see kind of who steps up, and a lot of the seniors that'll be there this year, they're going to have to step up and be leaders and kind of do what the seniors in the past have kind of done for a long time. So.
Cross Point Christian is headed into the season with a new coach.
Jim Johnston has taken over the Warriors program this offseason and is hoping to rebuild the culture the school once had.
Back to the culture that both of those programs had. They were both very successful programs, always competed for state titles and won lots of league titles. Build more memories.
And the Chiloquin Panthers are coming off a 2-5 campaign last year, also dealing with the coaching turnover.
Brandon Holgen is hoping to install confidence in his team this year and being the coach that awards hard work over talent.
Hey, everybody give it your all, 110%. I mean, that's cliche, but it's true. Every time you step out on that field, it's an opportunity to showcase something different, and you take it one play at a time, one moment at a time. And just like I was talking with patience, it's just, hey, that happened last play. What did, really look at yourself and be like, hey, why didn't that work? Or why did it work? Why, this, that, and always being a student of the game while you're in the game.
The Gilchrist Grizzlies struggled a little last season, finishing 1-6 overall.
The team jumps into league play pretty quickly this season, and they're looking to turn things around and start off strong. We're also looking forward to talking to Coach sometime this season. Moving it over to Prospect Charter and Butte Falls. They're teaming up once again to play another year. They're also welcoming a familiar face back to the coaching staff.
Sean Myers, who was the assistant last season, is now taking on the head coaching role this season.
Focus is to get our program built up and move forward with it. And so it's going to be a little tough at first, I think, but I think they're all pretty positive and they're always willing to give you everything they got.
And heading south to touch base with our Northern California teams. The Weed Cougars found themselves in the playoffs last season, even after facing adversity when a community fire struck the Weed area.
Head coach Adam Gropey said his team this year has bought into their playbook.
I'd say we started off rough because we had the fire, so we kind of missed a couple games. What I saw is just them playing for each other, playing together, picking each other up, holding each other more accountable. A lot more buy-in, and like I said, now that they've got the skills, we've been able to start putting more plays in, different, like kind of the defense is getting a little bit better. Team speed.
And sticking in Northern California, Wairika is ready to bring everything they have to the field this year.
After finishing last season with only 2 wins, the Miners are going in with a must-win mentality.
Our goal is to compete every day, game in and game out. And, you know, if the wins don't come, I mean, there's going to be teams out there better than us. But last year, they were lopsided wins. This year, we don't see that happening. This year, they're going to know they were in a dogfight, whether we win or lose. And so that's kind of my mindset, and this team's mindset is, you know, we're no longer going to be the doormat. Let's go. You know, let's step up and let's make these guys earn their win and not just hand it over.
That'll do it from 6A to 1A. You're up to speed before the season kicks off. But stick around, because coming up, we'll have a little bit of a surprise announcement. You won't want to miss it.
Friday Night Blitz, presented by Abby's Legendary Pizza.
Welcome to the Kitchen Company, providing better tools for a better kitchen, innovative appliances, world-class cutlery, and professional cookware. From the beginner to the gourmet, you're in good company at the Kitchen Company, downtown Grants Pass.
This is Grace, and this is her world record-holding guinea pig with an iconic name, Abby.
She currently holds the Guinness World Record for the highest bar jump by a guinea pig. I ride horses and I jump, so I kind of thought it'd be interesting to teach my guinea pig to jump like my horse does.
One day she came out of her room and looked at us, and I said, "Did you get it?" And she said, "Yeah, we got it."
After we won our award, we came to Abby's to celebrate.
A new solution for your cabinet needs, Heart of the Home Cabinets, featuring quality, affordable cabinets with professional design and installation, serving the Rogue Valley with an amazing selection of cabinet options, priding ourselves with fast project turnaround. From concept to completion, Heart of the Home Cabinets is perfect for new homes and remodels. We are locally owned and family run. Visit our all-new showroom at the shops at Exit 24. Heart of the Home Cabinets, putting our heart into every home.
Craftsmanship is all about the details. At the law firm of Black, Chapman, Peterson, and Stevens, we focus on the details of your case to ensure you receive the representation it deserves. With over 100 combined years of service advocating in the areas of personal injury, worker compensation, sexual abuse, elder abuse, and disability, call the law firm of Black, Chapman, Peterson, and Stevens. We stand up for the injured.
Welcome to the Kitchen Company, providing better tools for a better kitchen, world-class cutlery, innovative appliances, and professional cookware. From the beginner to the gourmet, you're in good company at the Kitchen Company, downtown Grants Pass.
Make sure to clear your schedule on Saturdays, because we have a little surprise for you that may involve some questions and answers.
That surprise will air within College Game Night, so you won't want to miss it. Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you 1 week from tonight for our first Friday Night Blitz.